Hey, have I shown you the tool I made to help me script all my YouTube videos? Stick around because in today's video I'll show you what this tool is, what it can do, and how it can speed up your whole YouTube video making process. Let's get into it. Hey, Mario here from MSpaceLove. I talk all about smartphone videography, growing on YouTube, and cool tech. If you're new here, welcome aboard. If you've been here before, awesome to have you back. Now, let's dive in. So, script writing is one of the core parts of making any video. If you're not already scripting your videos, trust me, you should start. Not only it will save you time up front, but it also makes editing easier, helps out keep your videos sharp, engaging, and viewer-friendly. I won't go into how to script a video since I already did that in another one, links to it in the description below. But instead, I wanted to show you this tool I've been working on that can totally streamline the YouTube scripting process. So, what is this game-changing tool? It is basically an Excel script that I've been developing and tweaking as I go, and it's made scripting for YouTube way smoother for me. Most script tools that you'll find online are either paid apps or Google Docs templates with basic guidelines. But this tool is so much more. Sure, it also gives you guidelines and helpful tips on what to put in each part of your script, but it also helps you create PDFs of your final script, storyboards, screenplays, and even a teleprompter version of your script. Plus, there are some cool prompts for each section to use with ChatGPT if you need some extra ideas on the fly. You can use it with any type of YouTube video that uses as a hook, a question intro, a story drop intro, or even a shock statement intro. The only types it might not feel that well will be the full storytelling or vlog videos, but for most of YouTube videos, it is perfect. This tool is built with full scripts in mind, but you can use it for bullet points too. As you might know, or if you don't, check out my video on YouTube scripting. There are two main script types. Full script, where basically you write everything you are going to say, and bullet points, where you jot down key ideas and talk freely based on those points. But whichever style you choose, you will always need three main things: a hook, a main part, and a call to action, or CTA. These are the pillars this tool is built on, with extra features to make everything smoother. But instead of just telling what it does, let me show you how it works and how it can actually speed up your script writing. For that, I'm actually going to make here live the script of my next video, so follow along with me. Now I'm going to make the script for my next video, which will be about this microphone I have here, the HoloLens Lark M2. I'm not going to get into too much detail how this tool works. I'm just going to show you the basic layout of it. This is the basic layout. This is where the title will go. Then we have the table of contents with all this packaging. Okay, these are some tools that we are going to use alongside the way, and the first thing that I'm going to start with, it's the title. There are always tips so you can take a peek what to do. In example, the title, you have a quick tip how to construct your title here. And what I normally do is to start with something, and then I ask AI, in this case ChatGPT, to help me out to provide other ideas. So in this case, my title will be something like HoloLens Lark M2 Pros versus Cons. Do I regret buying it? Okay, now what I will do is go to the tips, and in each tip you can always find ChatGPT prompts to help you out with some brainstorming and ideas. So I'm going to pick up this one, then I'm going to ChatGPT, and let's start the chat with this prompt, and I'm just going to replace this idea with my actual title, copy it and paste it over here. Now ChatGPT will provide me some title ideas based on my first title. HoloLens Lark M2, honest pros and cons, was it worth it? I actually like this first one. Normally I just ask for another, but I actually like this one, so I'm going to copy and paste it over here. As you can see, and if you go to the index, you see the title is not here, so I'm just going to insert it, and the way I do this is just press this button here and it will introduce the title for me. Will also put the title all in caps and small caps. If I check it now, you see that the title is at the table of contents. The next thing we have to fill up, it is the thumbnail. This is my previous thumbnail that I used in another video, so I'm just going to replace it. I already did mine for this video, and this is the thumbnail that I will be using. Then the next thing we need to check if this title gets alongside with these 4 rules. I'm not going to get into much detail, but for example, I must check if this title relates to something big to attract the viewer, if it is something easy to do or easy to understand, if it is something new or something safe. So I need to check all these boxes, and I could try to answer them manually, or again I can go to my ChatGPT prompt and actually ask to check the title it provided me. If it can answer all those 4 rules, I can rest assured that it's a good title. As you can see, it answered it with a quick summary that I'm going to copy, and then I'm just going to paste it over here. And now, as you can see, the lettering is not at the same size that it was before, so I just easily press here and everything is right as it should be. Now, this part is one of I actually pay really close attention when I'm making my script. What could be the main questions that the viewer might have just by reading the title and watching the thumbnail? And just by providing some 2 to 3, maybe 4 big questions, I can rest assured that I will have content to deliver through all my video. And basically I just have to answer those burning questions. Just by reading this, I can get just the 3 main questions, and those may be: what are the pros, what are the cons, and if I regret buying it, or if it is worth buying this microphone. So I can basically write these questions by myself. What are the pros? Okay, this could be the main questions, but instead of doing this, what I do is again go to ChatGPT and ask to provide me 10 different questions just from the title. So again, I'm going here, paste my prompt, and it will provide me 10 questions that I may use or may not in my main content. I'm just going to copy it and paste it here. And as you can see, I have 10 different questions, and I can add more, up to 15. It is meant to be the maximum 15. Now I'm just going to format, and now just to check if in these 10 questions there is the 3 main ones that I want to be answering. If you remember, I said what are the pros, what are the cons, and if it is worth buying, or if I recommend it, something like that. What are the pros? Here it is. What are the pros and the cons? But is it actually joining the 2 questions? So I'm going to change this to what are the pros, and I'm actually going to copy this, paste it down, and replace it with the cons. And now I have my main 2 questions. So as they 2 are the main ones, I'm going to mark this as 1 and this as the second one to be answering. Now I just need the third one. This is that one I was looking for. And just these 3 are the main questions that I've been working with to produce my main content that will come in these parts. Each part is dedicated to one major question, but that doesn't mean that I couldn't introduce other sub questions alongside the way. So I can easily look at these other questions that he provided me, and if I see them fit, I can also put them alongside with these 3 major ones. For example, I really like the versatility and the easy to use of this mic, so I'm actually going to join it to the 1, so I'm going to name it 1.1. And what make this review honest compared to others? This for me has no point in this video I'm making, so I'm going to skip this one. Is this microphone reliable for my needs? Okay, this might go with the third question, third main one. Oh, and this first one can easily go alongside with the third third question, so I'm going to name it 3.2. Okay, now as you can see, there are some that I skipped, and all of these questions are not in the correct order, so I'm just going to sort them out just by pressing that button. And these two that I'm not going to use, I'm just going to delete them. If I want to, I can go and check them out as I'm answering them, just to know what I have already answered and if I didn't forget to answer any questions. But now that I have all my questions, let's continue. Next, it comes the anchor. There are 4 types of anchors that I can use. Normally, the anchor that I use is the question introduction. In this case, I might come with, are you in the market for the Holy Land Lark M2 mic? And now it comes this part, the promises. Basically, this complements this main question here, and it is made by using that 3 major questions that I have right here. So what I'm going to do is just pick these 3 questions and going to paste all of them. And now, alongside with this question here, I'm just going to say, then in today's video, I'm going to show you what are the pros, the cons, and if you should buy Lark M2. It's coming up. By just using that main questions and using the question introduction, my introduction hook might be something like this. Are you in the market for the Holy Land Lark M2 mic? Then in today's video, I'm going to show you what are the pros, the cons, and if you should buy the Holy Land Lark M2. It's coming up. Just by doing this, I get a precise and short hook that might catch the viewer's attention for the next few minutes of the video. So that's normally how you can construct a hook. Then it comes the notes, kind of a notepad for any note that might be important for the script. Then it comes the bumper, which you may use or may use not. And after that, there should be the presenting. And finally comes the main part. This is where you take your majority of your time, because this is where you make your main content, your main script. And you will be making it by using the help of the questions that you built up first right here. In each section, you will have, those are the main questions you are going to answer, and then you'll try to build up your script to answer those questions. So the first thing we are going to do is to paste all the main questions in each part. To do this, I'm going to press this button and I'm just going to fill up the number 1, press OK, select the content that I want to fill up, and boom, it is done. Now again to the number 2, and finally to the third one. Okay. And now if I go to each section, you can see that I have all my main questions and sub questions right here waiting to be answered in this part right here. I'm going to write a quick script for this and be pausing the video so I can come back to show you what I've done. As you can see, I already fill up my main content for each part. Basically what I tried to do is to write my main script that tries to answer all those questions, and what I will do right now is try to build up my main idea, try to write it, and again I asked ChatGPT to help me out to improve the text, to try to get better engagement, more rich text. So I just make a build and ask ChatGPT to improve it. But for that, I need a clean text of my full script so ChatGPT understands all my main idea. And the easy way I can get this is just by going to the tools. I can export a revised script, and what it will do is to export the file, the unrevised script. So here it is. I'm just going to open it, and it exports everything, but also the hidden ones. So I'm going to delete the B, C, and D because I didn't use it. And as you can see, there are a ton of errors. So I'm going to use ChatGPT to correct them too. And I'm just going to erase the main part 4 because I didn't use it. And now I have my full script unrevised. Now what I'm going to do again is go to my main content and get the prompt that I'm going to use in here. Just going to copy this, again going to ChatGPT, going to paste my prompt, and now I'm going to paste my script in here where it says paste your script in here. And now it's going to give me a better version of my script with proper English, the corrections needed to make. Now start copying and pasting some of the content. As you can see, it is replacing my text with some better English and more catching. Are you thinking about getting the HoloLens Lark M2 mic? It's better than are you in the market for the HoloLens Lark M2? Okay, again, the promises. In today's video, I'm going to show you the pros, the cons, and if it is a good buy for you. Stick around, we are getting into it right now. As you can see, it gets so much better. Okay, I'm just going to copy it too and paste it right over here. Let's replace it. Okay, and then I'll be doing this for each one of these segments until I get my full script done, and that's it. It is done and ready to use. Now that we made our script, how following these steps that I've done so far help me to improve and actually step up my video making process. Easy. This is where the tools in the file really shine. But first, if you're enjoying the content so far, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. Now, onto the tools. First off, for this video, and actually any video we are making, we are going to need some B-roll, and we'll be needing to create a list of all the B-roll to know exactly where to put it. To do that, we need some kind of screenplay where we can see the whole script, make any tweaks to it if we need to, and write down the B-roll for each part. And it would be awesome if we could just pull out something from the file that could help us out creating that B-roll list, right? Well, actually we can. Just go to the screenplay section, click this button and create your screenplay PDF. It is as easy as you saw. Now just need to print it out and write down all the B-roll shots you need. Don't want to print it? No problem. Just type it out directly in the file, export it, and you're set. Once you got your B-roll taken and get your script complete, you just need to shoot your main video. But to do that, and especially if you built a full script, you will need a teleprompter, right? What if you could just export a clean Word version of your full script to use with any teleprompter app that reads from a Word file? Well, with this tool, you can. Just pick the teleprompter format related to your anchor and the file will create a Word version of your script in the folder you choose. Lastly, if you need some shot lists for your storytelling intro or some storyboard, this tool has got you covered too. As you can see, it's super easy to use, and the best part, it is a work in progress. It means I keep adding new features whenever I need them, so it is constantly getting better. Now, you might be wondering if this tool is available for sale. Well, yes, but it is not sold in a conventional way. Since I keep updating regularly, you can only get it in a unique way. Instead of buying it like a regular digital content, I've tied it to my NFT collection called Radar Bots. As long as you own one of these NFTs, you'll always get access to this tool, all the updates and future courses or tools that I made on my channel. All of this digital content will be added to the Radar Bots Vault. That is accessible only to the holders of the Radar Bots NFTs. For now, this product is the first one available, and every time I update it, you can just go to the vault and download the latest version. I will leave a link into the description below so you can check out the project. The cost? Well, you will actually be surprised how affordable it is for what you're getting now and in the future. There are only 2,500 NFTs available, and once they are gone, All future tools, courses, and other content will be sold separately using cryptocurrency. Now, if you want a freebie, I also have a script writing template available to download in the video that I mentioned earlier, and that is linked in the description down below. So go check out that video and grab your free template today. I hope you liked the tool I've been developing, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Got any questions? Just drop them in the comments below. My name is Mario, this is mSpaceLog, and as always, keep on exploring, keep on creating. See you in my next one. But it also makes editing easier and helps keep your viewers. Link in the description below. But instead, I want to know. You can use it to. This tool is built for full scripts in mind. This tool is full of shit. As you might know, creating that B-roll list or create or just draw some scenes for your intro regularly.